For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starter, Joe Musgrove. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
A wind in the pitch. Next offering is outside.
1-1.
That clips the corner.
You know what's interesting, Boog, is Joe took a trip to Antarctica in the 2022 offseason, and guess what?
What?
He threw the fastest pitch in the history of Antarctica.
Swings and misses. Snap throw.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now it's Charlie Blackmon. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Musgrove, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a sinker. One down, base is empty. And now 2-0.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Next one misses. Ball 3. And he deals. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And here is C.J. Cron. That's in there. It's 0-1. Been an interesting path for C.J. Cron. 17th overall pick in 2011 by the Angels. Debuted in 2014. But the power of the last few years has been amazing, and he became an all-star in 2022. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down to first.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Here's Chris Bryant now. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Blackmon leads off first with 2 down to the inning. There's a strike. Musgrove was originally picked in the first round of 2011 by the Blue Jays, but now a San Diego kid who grew up in Grossmont and got a chance to pitch for his hometown team in the playoffs in 2022. Next one just misses, and the count is 2-2.
Yeah, it's really been fun watching him develop as a major league pitcher with the Astros as part of that 27.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. The Rockies strand one, and now the Padres give their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, and on the hill today, Herman Marquez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
The wide to kick the pitch. Xander Bogaerts stands in now and watches strike one. Fought off foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Good eye right there.
That's a ball.
And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a bouncer. McMahon on the run. Throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And here it comes. Started to swing, held up. Next pitch off the plate, and a count 2-1. Left-hand hitter waits. That clips the corner. And another ball. And the right-hander deals. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
In the air, right field. Blackman makes the grab on the run.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
No left field.
Now the youngster Juan Soto. Do you love the Soto shuffle?
Yes, I do. I think it's a little flair, little flash at first, maybe seen as arrogant, but I think the talent backed it up and everybody was okay with it.
Off the mark there. And that is ball 1. And the pitch.
Right to.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Fires over to Crone. And that is that. Padres go down quietly. We played an inning, no score. Welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Ryan McMahon.
Musgrove back to work. That's in there. That's strike one. That misses off the outside edge. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like to pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see these guys a lot.
Yeah, Boog, these guys are all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with some of these guys. Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
No score here in the second. Looked like it was a little bit up. There's a strike.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Here comes a pitch. Yeah, that's outside. Here comes a 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike three.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Stepping in, Alan Trejo brings it in for the third out. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Fernando Tatis. Looking for his first big league hit right here. The pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Tatis waits.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
1-2.
Right-hander kicks, deals. This one bounced to Crone. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman,
Manny Machado up to the plate. Manny Machado, his brother-in-law, is former major leaguer Yonder Alonso. Both those kids grew up in Miami, and of course Alonso, a guy who ended up having a nice major league career.
That's a ball.
First offering misses the mark. Now 1-1.
1-1.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Now That one missed. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer at that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
On the ground at first. Crone takes it to the bag, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in San Diego, and now it's Elias Diaz. Diaz in his 7th season, 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That's through there for a strike.
Some of the greatest players in the history of the game were born in Venezuela, including one that finished with 500+ home runs, 3,000+ hits, and a triple crown.
0-1 down. And fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
And now Ezequiel Tovar. First offering, and it just misses. And the righty deals. Top of the third, no score. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball evens the count. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
The wind of the pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back. Set for the bottom of the third. So digging in now for San Diego, Nelson Cruz. And the right-hander back to work. Cruz, multi-time All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Right side, hard hit. Fires over to Crone. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting 8, the catcher,
And now it's Austin Nola. Of course, little bro Aaron, one of the top starters in baseball. Nola measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Real ugly 0-1 swing right there. As a pitcher, got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
Line drive, speared at first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. That one's in there. That's strike one. Righty to the plate. And ball
No,
one.
that's low. Ball.
The 1-1. And that's in there at the knees. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a pitch. On a line out towards center. And that is that. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Petco Park, on to the fourth. Here's Charlie Blackmon.
Number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Musgrove back to work. That one misses. Ball one.
All these Rockies just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Down, ball.
Next pitch downstairs. 2-0. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. 3-0 down. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
C.J. Cron digging in for the Rockies. And the first pitch misses for ball one. At the belt and fires. And now it's even up. Blackmon gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Chris Bryant digging in for the Rockies. Struck out swinging his first time. Next pitch is popped up. Machado should have this one. Brings it in. And there are 2 down.
The third baseman, number 24,
Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that's in there for strike one.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
The next offering misses. And the count even 1-1.
1-1.
The Rockies still looking for their first hit in this one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and deals. And he chases that one. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. So one left for Colorado, and we're still knotted at 0. Bottom 4, and here comes Xander Bogaerts.
The shortstop,
Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Righty delivers. That's inside. That one inside. And now 3 balls and a strike. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with a free pass.
Now at the plate, Jake Cronenworth. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Nobody out, runner at first.
No strike.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Two one now. And there's a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Runner at first with no outs here. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Juan Soto now grounded out his first time up.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that's in for a strike. Bogaerts, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The 0-2.
Ball. 1-2.
Good job to fight that one off. Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And now it's filled up. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis. First offering misses the mark.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The 1-0. And the 1-0 misses low.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Next one misses. 3-0.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Manny Machado on deck for the Padres. Here's a 3-0. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's Manny Machado now. Went down on strikes his first time through.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1. And that one is inside ball 1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, got him swinging. And the Padres waste a chance.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now it's back Carpenter. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Slapped foul. Kicks and fires. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. 2 outs. Bases are full. Right side. And that one handled. Takes it himself. That's the 3rd out. Pods leave him loaded. Still no score. Back here at the ballpark, ready now for the 5th inning. And now the DH, Brendan Rodgers. The pitch. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Rockies, they just haven't been able to put the bat on the ball as often as they'd like. The strikeout has been a big issue, but at least they're going down swinging. Got to get the ball in play, though. It's time to change up the approach to focus on making simple contact and just go from there.
Here's a 1-1. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2. The pitch. He goes down looking. And now Alan Trejo. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And there's a ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-0. And downstairs.
That's the ball. 3-0.
The Rockies hitless so far in the game. And that one is in for a strike.
3-1.
3-1 now. And that one fouled off. And here it comes. And he walked him.
Take your base.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's the catcher, Elias Diaz.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Trejo leads off first with 1 away. Next pitch misses outside. And the count is even 2-2. Out there to center. Cruz under this one. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop,
Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. In there, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Outside.
Next
That's the
pitch
ball.
misses. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the inning. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we still have no score. Welcome back. John Shambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Nelson Cruz. And he deals. That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
The punch out there. Snap throw.
Wow, short work to Sidney Packen to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Out to center. Daza has it sized up. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now back, second baseman.
Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 1 so far. That one's in there. Strike 1.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And it's
1
even
ball,
up.
1 strike.
Next offering misses down and away. Off the mark there. 3 balls and a strike. Xander Bogaerts into San Diego on deck circle. The wind and the pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Check swing and a 3-2. Appeal down to first. Didn't go.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Chris, Xander Bogaerts has turned into one of the best hitting shortstops in all of baseball. He's made the All-Star team 4 times, 5 times a Silver Slugger, and Bogey's won a couple of World Series too. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Diaz makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Back here in San Diego, top 6. Jonathan Daza steps to the plate.
Jonathan Daza.
The wind to kick the pitch. Called strike right there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. In there safely.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Go ahead run on base. There's Chuck Nasty. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Daza leads off second with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed.
That's the ball. 2-1.
Runner leads away at second. In the air, left field. Soto gets under it. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
C.J. Cron getting ready to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And that's in for a strike. And that one is inside.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Nola pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 23, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here. That one is absolutely belted. And that ball is out of here. His first homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 2-0.
Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And the batter now, Ryan McMahon. That one misses, and that's ball one. McMahon in his 6th season, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2013. Next pitch is outside. Musgrove maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Two outs. Top of the zone for a called strike. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
The 3-1. There's the strike.
You got a full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Stays alive. Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pitch. Got him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back. And now it's Juan Soto.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Here's a high chopper. On to first. They get the out on Soto.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Fernando Tatis. He's 0 for 1.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
In there for strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Right-hander kicks, deals, and it's 1-1.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And that is cut on and missed. And that is strike 2. And a pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And the righty deals. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Machado stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Singing Manny Machado, what a player he's turned into. Multiple Gold Gloves, multiple All-Star appearances, and a guy who was the 3rd overall pick in the 2010 draft behind Bryce Harper and Jameson Taillon. The wind of the pitch.
Well, it's so great to see him put together such an awesome career when early on he had those issues with his knees, if you remember, and we were wondering if that was going to hurt him long term. Kind of a thin kid, but he started to grow into his body, and that man strength has come over the years. Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
Matt Carpenter, the next up for the Padres. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a base hit up the middle.
Back-to-back singles, just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So first and second with 2 outs. Nelson Cruz will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Machado over at second. Carpenter at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
The pitch.
Tag 2.
Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And that one in the air center field. Daza has it sized up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Padres leave a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at Petco Park. Top of inning number 7. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. The pitch. That one is upstairs. Bullpen action for the Padres. Steven Wilson getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Pomeranz getting cranked up as well. And the 1-0. And there's a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Throw over to Cronenworth. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Alan.
So up next, Alan Trejo. First offering misses the mark. They say it went.
1-1.
On the ground right side. Tosses to first and 2 away to start the 7th.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
So in now for Colorado, Elias Diaz. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Good eye right there. That one a little bit high. 3 balls, no strikes.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Two down, nobody on.
Oh, yeah.
Fly ball down the line. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
And here is Ezekiel Tovar. Line drive. And puts the squeeze on that. And the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Rockies 2 and the Padres nothing. Back here at the ballpark, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Nola.
Man, he's been really good. About to hit that 100 pitch mark here in the 7th. Man, we'll see how far they're going to ride him, but it's been pretty good so far.
That's up.
First offering, and it just misses. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Pierce Johnson getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Kinley warming up as well. The 1-0. Swing and a base hit.
The batter, number 7, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
That one fouled off. Next pitch is inside. 1-1. And now 1-2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough, but right there it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff, but base hit.
Bogarts in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. 1 run's in. The second run scores. It's 2-2.